Okay, hello, Brandon Sanderson here. I am going to try out this Camtasia thing. It lets me screen capture while I'm writing. The people at TechSmith, the company that make it, were kind enough to send along a CD key for me to try it out, so I can try doing some things like this for you. The goal is for me to write a story, or in this case a scene, from the new Stormlight Archive book, and just record what I'm doing while I'm doing it, and occasionally offer some commentary explaining why I'm doing what I'm doing. So, I will probably, once we have this going, mute the video, or mute the audio of the video, since I'm doing this on a laptop, and I don't think you want to hear the keys going. But whenever there's audio that I'll give some commentary on, I'll stop, maybe make a little note as I'm writing, and that way we can also kind of speed up, maybe double or triple time what I'm doing, so it doesn't take forever for you. What we're going to do here first is I'm going to be writing one of the interludes for the second Stormlight book, which is as of yet unnamed, but working title is Book of Endless Pages, which is not actually going to be the title because it's a little too ridiculous. It sounded cool to me when I was doing my outlines, but since I've come to realize that having 1,000-page books named Book of Endless Pages is a little bit ridiculous. So, we're going to do one of the interludes, which are the short stories that go in the middle of a Stormlight book. The purpose of these being to kind of show and expand the world a little bit for you, since I'm narrowed in on a few very important characters that are the main characters. I want to show the breadth of what's going on, and most of these interludes will not be returning characters from book to book, but I decided I wanted to go ahead and do one that was returning from the first book, and so I want to write a Rysn scene. This is the young Thaylen woman who's a trader who was with her tutor, and they visited Shinovar in the previous book, and now she's going to go somewhere else. And I will first do a little bit of pre-writing. The interludes I don't usually have as nailed down in my outline, so you get to see me do the outline for it right here. You'll want to skip the rest of this video if saying a spoiler of what's going to happen will be bothersome to you. You can come back and watch it after you've read the scene itself. But yeah, you may want to read the first Rysn scene from the original book to familiarize yourself with the character. And I will now go ahead and pause this for a minute, and then when I start back up, I will be doing some pre-writing. All right, thanks for watching/listening. Okay, so that's not very much, but it's not going to be that long of a scene, and I'd really rather work my way into it since I haven't written anything taking place in the Reshi Isles, even in Way of Kings Prime, which I wrote so long ago. I really want to play with this and see where it takes me world building wise. Tweaking names and things a little bit. Nothing is really canon for me, even from my notes, until I do a scene set in a given location, and I'm able to, as I said, try some of these things out. So I'll keep this here to add to as I go. I may not need to, but it's nice for me to have a little framework like this that I can work from, and that I can use to formulate my thoughts while I'm writing. I need to kind of jumpstart after a little pause or something like that. Just a few descriptions in here from the original Way of Kings Rysn scene, so that I can remind myself, just what people look like and things like that. I've got the characters pretty down, but gives me some of their them Rysn's listen, um, Rysn's some for cues that make her as a character stand out, and things like that. So all right, I'm going to pause this or stop this one, and then we'll start the next one with me actually writing.